Yes, I have good relations with the chair of the Department of Political Science there, and so we get along great, and that makes things easier because we can talk and solve little issues. But the key to this partnership was that in order for you to get a large country like France or the United States, you must have at least 30 students on your delegation, because there was 16 committees we had to fill. And so having said that, you know, the biggest teams we ever sent to New York from Johnson County, this was one of the biggest, is 20 students. And after that, the costs go up immensely. So we're prohibitive for having such a large team. So in order for us to get France, we had to team up with somebody. And that was our next step, because in order for you to be on a Security Council or to represent such a large country, you have to team up with somebody.
Does KU have a team?
They do have a team. I don't know if it's still active. Again, most of the local colleges and universities around here do have teams. KU has a team made up of former JUCO students, Johnson County Community College students, and likewise the University of Missouri at Kansas City as well, former members of Johnson County Community College Mall-UN team. The KU team hasn't been very active this year. I think they went to one conference, and I couldn't tell you where it was.
Okay. Stephanie, how are these events scored? They're competition, and you win, and I'll show some of what we have here. But how are they scored?
Well, I know it varies from different conferences and different regions of the country, but for the most part, a lot of it is with the papers that we do write. Essentially, they are graded by usually the chairperson of the committee, and so they have a good background of who you are and your writing abilities and your position, so they have a good understanding of that, and that is graded. But for the most part, I would say your participation in a conference is a big key factor in determining awards and your grade as far as during the conference. So the more you get up to speak and debate, and the more active you are, and the more accurate you play your role as the delegate from whatever country you're representing, I think all those factors roll into one and eventually determine your score at the conference.
Yeah, okay. So we do have this outstanding position paper award that was given to you in New York, and that came from the document I referenced earlier. Excuse me. And you certainly participated in the production of that document.
Absolutely, yes.
Good. Let's see. This comes from Midwest Model UN Nations in St. Louis, looks like earlier this year. The college represented Greece, and this is Outstanding Delegation Award.
Yes.
First committee. What's that mean, first committee?
First committee, there are multiple committees and the Model United Nations. First committee is the meeting that deals with a lot of the disarmament topics within the Model United Nations, or within the United Nations also.
Okay, very good. Tanzania, this comes again from St. Louis. Outstanding Delegation Award, Economic and Social Council Plenary was presented to us as Tanzania. This is Outstanding Delegation Award, Commission on Crime Prevention and Criminal Justice, another topic. Outstanding award also, and this comes from New York as Outstanding Delegation at Johnson County Community College and Wichita State University. So those seem to be pretty impressive awards.
Yes.
I congratulate all of you for winning those awards. And Brian, you were saying that for how many competitions now have we gotten such
we won
awards?
outstanding awards for the last 2 years at every competition we have attended. So.
Well, that's great. That's absolutely wonderful there. Brian, a little bit about the high school effort here in the Kansas City metro area.
The metro, it's called the Metro Kansas City Model United Nations. It was started about 8 years ago by actually the Shawnee Mission School District, and at some point members of the faculty here started they moved the conference to campus, and eventually Shawnee Mission gave up what their management of the conference and gave it to us. So now, interestingly enough, Shawnee Mission doesn't attend as much as they used to, though we still have Shawnee Mission South, Shawnee Mission East, and that are attending this year's conference. And again, this is a conference that is earmarked particularly for high school students, and they come to our campus, and like the conferences we go to in New York or Chicago, they get to portray their countries that they are assigned in committees, and we run 4 committees: General Assembly and General Assembly First Committee and Third Committee, and we also running UNESCO simulation, and we also do 2 security councils. So it gives the local students an opportunity to experience, and in fact the local schools have said that we've done a pretty good job, and some of these schools use it as an opportunity to learn Model UN. They've gone on Liberty or Rockhurst University or Rockhurst High School have gone on into national competitions, and they've done very well. But they do say that our conference helps in their preparations.
When is it held?
It's held every year in April, and this year it's April 25th.
Ah, so that's
it's coming up
right around the
very
corner
soon.
there. And where's it held?
It's held right here at the Carlson Center.
Ah, I like hearing that. And our Model UN students then work the...
Yes, we chair the committees and develop the background papers and the issues, and help the students articulate their stands and their positions.
Looking forward to that, Stephanie?
Yes, certainly.
Great.
Really excited.
Excellent. Stephanie, I want to give you an opportunity to talk about the benefits. Your participation in the Model UN has benefited you in what ways, and perhaps also how does it benefit the community?
Well, I can honestly say, thinking back to when I first started Model UN, I was not the most outspoken person. I was very shy, introverted. But after a few conferences and getting the hang of it, and being made to speak in front of a group of people, I'd say a lot of my communication skills have improved tremendously. Negotiating skills, being just very diplomatic in certain situations when things aren't going necessarily the way you want, has made me just a better person overall. And I can just look back on my experience and know that it has helped me get to where I am today and where I will be in the future, whatever I decide to go into.
Wonderful. Excellent.
Yes.
And Brian, you certainly should be complimented for your work. It's very, very obvious that you're dedicated to this, and you've given students wonderful opportunities to expand, such as Stephanie here. So I congratulate you as well.
Thank you.
And as we go out, we're going to be going into about a 10-minute video piece dealing with the Model UN and the benefits of the Model UN, as Stephanie's just talked about, and other aspects of it too. You want to give us a little summary of that?
Sure. This is a DVD or video that was put together by the students themselves so they could highlight what Model UN is and why it's important to Johnson County and to themselves. I mean, Stephanie mentioned some of the key elements or learning abilities that students actually learn, compromise and writing abilities and confidence and leadership abilities. And actually, my students do benefit. They've actually gotten jobs because of the experiences they've gained in Model United Nations. And so I encourage students, and hopefully through this video, the students themselves encourage others to think about if this is something that's worthwhile that they should pursue.
Great, that's wonderful. And obviously students, future students who are interested in learning more should come contact you?
Yes, please.
Okay.
That'd be great.
Good. It's been wonderful having both of you on the show here today. And as we go out, remember, now stay tuned because we're going to be showing you this video. But again, that concludes today's show, and I want to thank you for tuning in to Innovations in Teaching and Learning. Thank you.